to stop and smell the flowers. If you like to climb.
Okay, welcome. I'm going to show you how to block a granny square or anything that you've crocheted that's perhaps slightly curly or got slightly rounded edges. I've been naughty, I haven't done these ends in yet, but I'll show you how to do that on another video. So what we're going to do, we need our iron and we need it to be set to full steam. We need some nice large long pins and we need our ironing board. And what we're going to do is pin our square to our ironing board. So are you ready? Okay, so we've laid our square out on our ironing board. We're going to take some pins and we're going to take the first corner and we're going to give it a stretch. We're going to stretch it into our ironing board. We're going to take another pin and we're going to stretch out the other corner and push it in. And you can do the same on all four corners. Now ideally you will have darned your ends in first. So what you might find once you've pinned your fourth one in is that you might want to go back and re-pin your first one because it might have slipped a little bit. And if you're doing something like, I don't know, a snowflake or a flower with lots of petals, you're going to need to use lots of pins. But for most of the squares you can just get away with 4, maybe 5 or 6. I'm going to do 6 just so I can show you how much I can stretch this out. So you'd seen how rounded cornered it was. So this is the magic bit. Now do bear in mind I'm using a Stylecraft special knit double knit. So this is an acrylic wool. If you were to use actual wool you wouldn't want to do it this way because you would shrink your yarn using heat. So you could just spray this with a water sprayer and leave it overnight and it would do the same thing. What we're going to do is we're going to take our iron. I've got this set to steam and I'm going to press the button so it gets lots and lots and lots of steam. Now I'm just hovering just above my square. Now ideally I normally do this with my steam generator iron so it blasts loads and loads of steam, but we're just going to do this with this one. So we're going to give it just a second or two to cool. So you can feel it, feel that it's nice and cool, and then you can slowly start to take the pins out. And you'll see that it bounces back a little bit. The more steam you give it, the less it bounces. But you can see you've got much straighter edges and far more pointy corners. So I always recommend that you block your squares before you try and join them together. So I hope that was useful for you and you're going to have lots of perfectly straight granny squares in the future. Come back soon and come and see more of our YouTube tutorials. See you later.